Hey friends, welcome back. In this section you're going to learn how you can use page options to change how a page is rendered. So for example, our about page is a static page that never changes, so we can just disable hydration and etc. and pre-render it so our server doesn't have to build the page, right? And we can see here in the documentation where the page options are, we can see here is the option for the router, so we're still going to have JavaScript on the page if we want client-side navigation, or we can also disable the router if we want, so it's going to cause a page refresh if it's just completely devoidless of JavaScript, which is possible, and that's awesome about SvelteKit, right? And then we can disable the hydration because we don't need any JavaScript, and here is the pre-rendering, which is going to make the page rendered as static HTML, right? So this is really awesome. So let's see how we can do that. So we can go inside source, we can go inside routes, and where home is, we're going to create a new folder about, and then we can create our Svelte component. Let me close the sidebar, and then we can create script, going to say context module because we're going to run this on the server, right? Language TypeScript. So here is the important thing. So for example, we can say export const hydrate, and we can say false, but this is really nice to have hot module replacement in development, so the changes are instant on the page. So we can use another option from SvelteKit. So we can import dev, which is going to inform us if we're in development or production from app environment. So we can just set this as the boolean for this option, so we get nice hot module reloading in development, right? And then we can enable pre-rendering, so you can say pre-render true. And you won't see this in development, but after you build your site and ship it, right? So that's when it's going to work. So you can say svelte head, you can say title about, and this is really a short section. So you can say container title about, change h1, and we can say content, you can press paragraph. If you type lorem in VS Code and let Emmet autocomplete, you can get a nice placeholder. Yeah, and then let's just copy the styles over, which there barely are any, so you can copy the styles over. And that's pretty much it. If we go here and if we go to the about page, we can see our about page, and that's it pretty much. So yeah, take advantage of pre-rendering when it makes sense, so when you don't have any JavaScript on the page, and your users are going to appreciate it. So see you in the next one.